The bat-eared fox is a species of fox that lives in the African savanna. Fossil records indicate this canid first appeared during the Middle Pleistocene. It is named for its large ears, which have a role in thermoregulation. The bat referred to in its colloquial name is possibly the Egyptian slit-faced bat, which is abundant in the region and has very large ears. Generally, the pelage of the bat-eared fox is tan-colored, with gray agouti guard hairs, giving its grizzled appearance, appearing more buff on the sides. The undersides and throat are pale. The limbs are dark, shading to dark brown or black at their extremities. The muzzle, the tip and upper side of the tail, and the facial mask are black. The insides of the ears are white. Individuals of the East African subspecies, virgatus, tend toward a buff pelage with dark brown markings, as opposed to the black of megalotis. Proportionally large ears of bat-eared foxes, a characteristic shared by many other inhabitants of hot, arid climates, help to distribute heat. They also help in locating prey. There are two subspecies of the bat-eared fox in Africa. One is in the eastern part of Africa, stretching from Tanzania to southern Sudan and Ethiopia. The other subspecies is found in the southern part of Africa, from Cape Peninsula and Cape Agulhas in South Africa to Angola and Zambia, reaching Mozambique and Zimbabwe. Bat-eared foxes are adapted to arid or semi-arid environments. They live in short grasslands, as well as the more arid regions of the savannas, along woodland edges, and in open acacia woodlands. They tend to hunt in short grass and low shrub habitats, but will sometimes venture into areas with tall grasses and thick shrubs to hide when threatened. The habits of bat-eared foxes largely depend on the area of their living. Thus, populations in the Serengeti region are most active at night, while those in South Africa are nocturnal in summer and diurnal in winter. Bat-eared foxes are highly social animals, living in pairs or family groups. Family groups of these foxes include mated pair and their young. Pairs share the same den, foraging together and protecting each other. They can also rest together and lie in contact, social groom, and play with one another. Bat-eared foxes are able to dig dens for themselves, as well as dig the prey out of holes. However, in spite of being excellent diggers, they often prefer using burrows dug by other species such as aardvarks. Bat-eared foxes usually hunt in groups, often splitting up in pairs, with separated subgroups moving through the same general area. They locate prey primarily by auditory means, rather than by smell or sight. Foraging techniques depend on the prey type, but the food is often located by walking slowly, nose close to the ground, and ears tilted forward. Visual displays are very important in communication among bat-eared foxes. When they are looking intently at something, the head is held high, eyes are open, ears are erect and facing forward, and the mouth is closed. When an individual is in threat or showing submission, the ears are pulled back and lying against the head, and the head is low. The tail also plays a role in communication. When an animal is asserting dominance or aggression, feeling threatened, or playing, the tail is arched in an inverted U shape. Bat-eared foxes are carnivores, insectivores. About 80% of their diet can consist of dung beetles and harvester termites. The body fluids of these insects serve the bat-eared foxes as a water source. The foxes also feed upon chicks and the eggs of birds. In addition, their usual diet includes arthropods, small rodents, lizards, and vegetable matter. Bat-eared foxes are monogamous, usually mating once in a lifetime. However, there are recorded cases of 2 females living with 1 male and a case of communal nursing. Breeding takes place in September-November. The gestation period lasts 60-70 days, after which the female gives birth to 5 babies. Both parents participate in rearing the babies. On the 9th day after their birth, the babies open their eyes, while on the 17th day, the youngsters begin to venture from the den. Sometimes the process of weaning lasts long. It usually starts when the babies are 1 month old and lasts about 2-3 months, during which the youngsters continue suckling from their mother. And finally, at the age of 5-6 months, the young are full grown. Reproductive maturity is reached at 9 months old. Bat-eared foxes attract hunters for their pelts. In countries like Botswana, pelts of these foxes are highly valued, being a good source of income for local people. Another serious threat is the fragmentation of habitat. For example, farmland areas of Namibia hold a greatly reduced population of these foxes compared to national parks and protected areas. And finally, diseases such as canine parvovirus, canine distemper virus, and rabies are among notable dangers to the bat-eared fox population. Outbreaks of rabies cause up to 90% mortality of this species.